People are so wrong about how God uses people. You see a man or a woman who are willing to seem to fight hell, to go anywhere at any time for the cause of Christ. You see someone with seemingly exceptional piety or devotional life, you automatically attribute it to something within them, something about them. One time I was in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Peru. We were surfing. I was attempting to surf. And it was a red flag day. And I got out there and I realized I was way over my head. But I heard someone behind me coughing. It was a young man about that big. He was on a boogie board. And he was drowning. And so automatically I thought, I'd go over there. And then right when I was about ready to reach his board rope, I realized if he grabs a hold of me, he'll kill me. We'll both drown. And so I paddled over and called some surfers, about 6 other men. It took about 25 minutes to get him into the coast. Those experienced surfers, they were scared. Now, I outweighed him by 85 pounds. On land or anywhere else, I could have taken him out with one arm. What was going on? In that water, he could have drowned many of us. From where did his strength come? Was it physical? No. Was it strength of will? No. What made him so dangerous, so strong? It was sheer need. He knew he had nothing. He knew he had no strength, no hope. He knew he was going to drown. He knew he was going to die. And it was that realization of his utter and absolute weakness that would have caused him to cling on to another man, a man 3 times his size, with such strength that he would have drowned him. That is true spirituality. When you see men or women who are strong or pious or seem extraordinary, you automatically attribute it to something in them, some strength. And that's not at all the case. They have recognized their utter weakness, their utter inability to please God, their utter inability to serve God, their utter inability to stand against sin. They have absolutely nothing except the wisdom of God's word and the power of God's Spirit. And that's what causes them to walk so close to Christ. It's not their strength, it's the recognition of their weakness. And if you sit there and say, well, I don't walk so close, maybe you have not recognized your weakness and your need of strength. I have served him for almost 4 decades. Every year, I have a greater recognition of my weakness, of my inability. I have nothing. I have contributed nothing to my salvation except my sin. I have no wisdom. I have no strength. I have no power. It is only Christ and Christ alone. When you look at Paul or Peter, think these magnificent statues and examples of faith, of discipleship. You see, for Peter to lead up that apostolic band, in God's providence, he had to fall, or he could have never led. Peter learned that day he had nothing but the blood of Christ and the intercessory ministry of Christ. That was it. Paul, when you meet Paul in heaven, I think the first thing he will probably say to you is, why did you not believe me? Why did you not believe me when I told you I was the weakest? Do you think I was speaking in metaphor? Do you think I was just overly pietistic? Take me at my word. I really was the weakest. But you seem so strong. You don't get it. You don't understand. To the degree that God will use you, He will break you. I used to sing a song to my children when they were little and wouldn't go to sleep, from Keith Green. My son, I am weak and I'm trembling. For the Lord I am always remembering. For what a strong shepherd holds you in his arm. He will break you and make you his own. The famous preacher Jowett wrote a book, School of Calvary. To the degree that God uses a man or a woman, they must suffer. And they must suffer in order to recognize their absolute need of Him, that you have nothing but Him. And then in that weakness, God shows Himself strong.